Welcome to the second video, the video about adding TikTok into your multi-chat overlay tool. If you haven't watched the first video, I highly recommend you do so, as there are some parts that are required before continuing, or bits and pieces of information that you understand. Now onto the TikTok part. First, go to Restream.io. Bam, right here, Restream.io. Make an account if you don't have one already. Sign in. Once you're signing in, it loads up, and here's the dashboard page. When you're signing in for the first time, it might ask you to authorize or approve anything. If it does, please continue to do so. It's just Restream trying to get access to your account for streaming purposes. Click on New Stream, which is up here on the top right hand side. Click on that, and then you choose Encoder RTMP because you're using OBS. After clicking on Encoder RTMP, this page will pop up here. Next, click on Add Channel. Once you're in there, you're going to click on TikTok Live. It's going to pop up with a page asking you to authorize. In this case, it's not going to work for me because I've already authorized it already. As you can see, it says channel already added. But for you, it's going to come up with like a page to continue logging in through to your TikTok. And for the first time adding in TikTok, it's going to ask for you to apply, like this page. And then you'll have to submit an application to get TikTok to approve linking Restream to your TikTok account. For some, I've seen it takes less than an hour. Personally, for me, it took me multiple tries, and I mean multiple tries. So don't be discouraged, keep on trying. So for me, what actually got me through was going to my Twitch page, going to my creator dashboard, and then taking a snapshot of this page. To get it approved, I think they mainly just want to see your name and your details to prove who you are is who you are. What I did for the last try, this most likely maybe helped. I tried to put as much detail as possible. I put https://www.twitch.tv/onceepic. All the previous times also I checked in roughly about an hour or so, give or take. It's pretty quick, they'll tell you. But within 3 hours, they'll definitely give you an answer. Then you go back to OBS. Now this part is important because, like I said before, you had to watch the previous video to know how to install Aitum. It's pretty straightforward, but Aitum is the one that gets you restreaming or streaming into TikTok. So how to do it, I already have it, but I'll show you how to do it anyways. Click on the plus down here in the outputs area, go to stream because that's what you want to do. This is the page that comes up. You click on other service, not TikTok, and within there you can name it whatever you want for output name. But for the server, choose the RTMPS one, not this one, not RTMP, but RTMPS. So copy this RTMPS URL and then paste it into here for the server, obviously, and then the stream key, copy that, and then go back to OBS and then put it into here. And then you save it. As a quick description, Restream is just a professional browser-based live streaming studio and multi-streaming platform. You don't need a paid plan for Restream. I just use a free plan currently. I solely just use Restream for the purposes of streaming to TikTok to make sure that it's all up and running when you do stream. So for example, this is the one that I copied from. Here it continues. I'm still trying to shiny hunt Pokemon. Make sure this is on. Okay, it could be default off. It could be different, but make sure this is on. This one here. Click on. If this is not on, TikTok won't get your feed from OBS and vice versa. It doesn't work that way. Now onto the TikTok chat part. Very important because I found out the hard way. The website doesn't work as well as the actual application. So this is the one that I'm talking about. Tickfinity.0d.1. This is the one where it gets all the chat information or all the TikTok feed information into the multi-chat overlay. Once you're in this website here, which I'll put in the description below, click on this one, Tickfinity desktop app. It took me about a week to figure it out that the app actually works better than the website. I don't know why, for whatever reasons, integration, I'm not too sure entirely. But the TikTok app, once I downloaded it, it worked straight away and all the chat came up in the multi-chat overlay. So yeah, learn from a mistake, download the app, don't use the website. So obviously log in with your account, connect your TikTok account. It's going to do all the approvals as per usual, authorize, whatever comes up, approve it. You can log in through the website one as well, it doesn't really matter, but I use the app, which looks exactly the same. So when I go stream, I have this one on. Don't worry about all the notifications when you click on connect to TikTok. If you're not live and you click on connect, it's not going to work because you're not live. All the customizations and all these things here, I haven't really done too much, but one of the main ones is that if you go to setup, make sure your TikTok name is correct. So at whatever your username is. Don't worry about connecting again. It's not going to work until you're live. You can manage your points, subscriber bonus, all these other things. But the main one to really look out for is this one here, the OBS connection. Again, please watch the first video to really understand what this is all about. This one is important because if you open up streamer.bot and then you go down to server and clients, WebSocket server, you'll see the integrations there. 127.0.0.1, which relates to this 4545. So that basically there, Techfinity links into your streamer.bot, which also links into your OBS studio. So that's how all the chats from all the multi-platforms come into one. Into the multi-chat tool, which I described in the first video. Side note to always remember, which is one of the problems, is that since OBS Studio has this option here, like I showed you before in the previous video again, it doesn't have TikTok integration. So for example, when you're about to stream, for me personally, I shove that across, I always update my streaming info here, like for example, the stream title, the category, but this only affects Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. For Restream side of things, aka TikTok, in this situation, you have to go to restream.io and then click on edit. Before you stream, you can edit the title here. So for TikTok, you edit the title here, the category, and then for the rest of the other platforms, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, you go back to OBS Studio, and within Aitum, this is the view here, and then you update the tags, whatever it is, and the categories, and then the stream title here. So two separate ones. There's two separate places that you need to update your streaming title or your game or whatever you're streaming from, which is OBS, and then the other one is Restream. So we'll go through edit, update the details here in the edit channel for TikTok. Unfortunately, to really test if this is actually all working, you'd have to be live by clicking on this little button here, Restream live, once you've set it all up. And then that one you can see all the chats start pouring through. I'll give you a few examples. Print it up. Oh, Nano, what's up? Let's go, shiny. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what I do with a 3D printer. 2 boxes. Let's go. This is one of the examples of it actually flowing and working through. It's pretty straightforward, nice and simple, all clean. Everyone can see all the chats coming through here. And so once you do have everything all set up and you are live, if you go to Techfinity, it won't have this connect to TikTok live. It will say connected. Lastly, if there's anything that doesn't quite fit into this video, it is because you haven't checked out the previous video. That video will fill in all the missing holes in this video and vice versa. But that's essentially it. You'll see the chat start pouring through, and that is all. Thanks again for watching the second video. Thanks again for watching another episode of Straight to the Point. Please take the time out to like and subscribe if you liked this video.